Hey guys, and welcome to day 8 of Blessed Beginners Challenge. It's been amazing flowing with you, getting to know all of you. So thank you to everyone that's taken part. It's honestly been so fantastic. We're already on day 8. So what's in store for today? Drum roll. Today we're going to do a balance flow. So it's not going to be a long one. We had quite an intense session yesterday of core, and we've got the next 2 sessions of long, full flows. So today's just a little bit of a balance challenge to get you going, get that mind-body connection working, and really get you into those balancing yoga poses. So whenever you're ready, we'll hop on our mats and get started. So we're going to start out today standing. So it's a bit of something different. We're going to be balancing a lot today. So if this is really your arch nemesis, stick with it. Balance is so much about just that mind-body connection and practicing over and over. So if you come to face the front of your mat, feet hip distance apart, hands out by your sides, looking down at your toes, I want you to pick them all up off of the floor and then fan them out as wide as you can, like you would with your fingers like that, and then place them back down again. So you're really feeling and gripping into the floor. It's a bit like monkey ape-like movement. Now closing off your eyes, taking a second just to settle. And then when you're ready, slowly just starting to sway from side to side, forwards and backwards. Maybe finding some circles here and just feeling out the 4 corners of the feet. A lot of our balance comes from feeling out the feet. It comes from the 4 corners at the feet, 2 at the balls of the feet and 2 at the back by your heels. So really just feeling out those corners, feeling how a lot of actual balance and stability comes from our big toe, our biggest toe. And then once you feel like you're at center, just pausing there for a second. Take a deep breath in, deep breath out. Then as you inhale, sweep your hands overhead, eyes are still shut. As you exhale, you're going to fold forwards, coming down. Placing your hands down onto the mat, we're going to step back into a plank position. So just feeling it out. It really doesn't matter what it looks like, just keeping the eyes closed. As you exhale, lower your knees. We're going to lower our belly and chest all the way down to our mat. Inhale into your low cobra, lifting up a little. And then as you exhale, retuck the toes, press all the way back to your downward facing dog, hips high up to the sky. Taking one breath in, one breath out. And then as you breathe in, gently blinking open the eyes. I'll come to the other way so you can see me a little bit better. And just starting to pedal out your legs slowly. Just feeling how different it can feel when you really have to stay in touch with your body because the eyes are closed. You can't use your eyes to keep you balanced when your eyes are closed. So that's our first thing, our body connection, the way we feel into our bodies to keep us stable. Bending your knees, I want you to slightly shift your weight forwards and drop your knees down to the ground. Finding your tabletop position. Hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath hips. As you inhale, drop the belly, lift the chest. And as you exhale, push and round. Inhale, belly lowers, lift the chest. And as you exhale, pushing, rounding through your back. One more like that. Inhale, belly lowers, lift the chest. And as you exhale, push and round, chin to chest. Coming to a neutral spine, we're going to send our right hand forwards, kick our left leg back behind you. Now, we've done this one quite a few times now, or at least variations of it. So just finding your balance here. As you breathe in, slightly lift the core. As you breathe out, we're going to fan our hand out to the right and our leg out to the left. And you want to think about your arm and leg being a diagonal line. So not like this. One diagonal line strong. Inhale to center. Exhale, cross the body, arm to the left, foot to the right, diagonal line. Inhale, center. Exhale, out to the right. Inhale, center. One more to the left. Cross the body. We're starting to warm up the core as well. Inhale to center, hold. Exhale, right hand down, left knee down. Coming straight to the other side. So we're going to inhale our left arm forwards, right leg back behind, kick it strong. As you breathe in, lift the core. As you breathe out, fanning arm to the left, foot to the right, diagonal line. Don't go too far. Inhale to center. Exhale, crossing arm to the left, leg to the right. Pull your core up and in. As you inhale, back to center. Exhale, arm to the left, foot to the right. Inhale to center. Exhale, cross the body. Last one, hold and squeeze. Inhale to center. Exhale, left hand down, right knee down. From here, we're going to tuck our toes under, lift our hips up and back to our downward facing dog. Pressing your hips high. If you'd like to take a few wiggles through the legs, please feel free to just wiggle it out. And then bending both knees, we're going to inhale our right leg up towards the sky. Then I want you to look forwards and see for a second if you can maybe float your left fingers away from the floor. Taking the left fingers back down, you're going to step your right foot all the way through the gap and drop your back knee down. Untuck the back toes, inhale, lifting up into your low lunge, holding here. And when you feel like you're stable, I just want you to close your eyes. So again, you might sway a little, just finding that connection between the mind and the body. Without using our eyes, we're balancing here. Use your arms to help you if you sway out. Doesn't matter if you fall, just getting straight back into it. And as you exhale, take your hands down, frame your front foot, and reopen your eyes. And just take a minute to think about how important our sight actually is to help us balance. It plays such a huge role. One is that feeling we have in the body. Two is often to do with your core strength. And three, a lot of it is your eyesight and how focused you can stay and how much is actually going on inside your brain. So moving on, we're going to tuck the back toes, lift the back knee, and I want you to inhale up into your high lunge. From here, you're going to watch me do the first one, and then I'm going to do the three with you. So as you breathe in, I want your hands to come back, and you're going to step your left knee up in towards your chest, like so. Inhale, lift. Exhale, step back. It's almost a bit aerobicsy, 60s type workout style. So together, inhale, up. Exhale, reach up, step back. Inhale, lift. Exhale, step back. One more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, step back. Now from here, as we reach our hands back, again, I'll show you first so you can really see what you're doing. You're going to reach your chest forwards and lift the back toes away from the floor, like so. We're going to reach forwards, arms come back, back toes lift up. This is our warrior three pose. The standing leg can be bent if it needs to be, just making sure you're not flaring the left hip up. because it's easier and that's what the body naturally wants to do. So like so, and then back. So all together, we're going to breathe in, and as you breathe out, hands reach back, lift the back toes, float your chest. Inhale, left toes step down, reach up. Exhale, we're coming straight back down, forward fold. Stepping back, right toes, left toes into high plank, knees lower. We lower down onto our belly and chest. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, tuck your toes and press back into your downward facing dog. Now from here, we're going to the other side. So left toes lift, look forward and see if for a second you can float your right hand. Oh, and then drop it down. Step the left toes forwards between your hands and drop the back knee down, untuck your toes. As you inhale, sweep up, low lunge. And then when you feel ready and you feel like your position is strong, you're going to close off your eyes. Now, if you feel like you need to keep blinking them open, that's fine, but really just trying to find that stability in the body and the connection with the mind. One more breath. And then taking hands down, frame your front foot, open up your eyes. We'll tuck the back toes, lift the back knee and sweep up into our high lunge. Now we've got 3 step ups on this side. So we're going to inhale, arms come back, knee comes up. Exhale, step back. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, step back. Noticing if one side is maybe much shakier than the other. Inhale, step up. Exhale, step back. Last little bit of this sequence. Arms go back, chest forwards, and we lift the back toes into our warrior 3. So breathe in, prepare. Exhale, chest forwards, lift the back toes, float your arms like a Superman. Knee can be bent if it needs to. And as you breathe in, take your right toes down, reach up. Really nice. Just taking hands to heart center, closing off the eyes, and taking a minute to just recenter, recalibrate, maybe going back to those sways, side to side, forwards and backwards. Now we're going to go into a little warrior 3 sequence. Warrior 3 is a pose I absolutely love to throw into my flows. It's such a fiery, feel-good pose. So I want you to get really strong in your warrior 3. What we're going to do is lift up the left knee. Hands can stay floating by your sides. This is much easier because we can balance with our arms as well. If you want to make it a bit harder, hands to heart center. Even harder, hands overhead. I'm going to stay with you, floating my hands out to the side. So, breathing in. As you breathe out, you're going to kick back into your warrior 3. Left hip is low, soft bend into the right knee. Don't worry so much about getting really high in the back leg. All I want you to feel is that your hips are square and parallel to the floor. Inhale, lift up, knee towards chest, one-legged standing pose, Ekapada Tadasana. I think that was the right Sanskrit. And we go, kick back, chest forwards. Inhale to lift. One more, exhale, kick back, chest forwards. Hold. Inhale, lift. Exhale, left foot down, straight to the other side, right knee lifts. Breathe in, exhale, kick back. Inhale to lift, exhale, kick back. Inhale, we lift together, lift your knee. Don't worry if you keep falling out of it. It doesn't matter, just get straight back in. We do one more. Kick back, chest forwards. Inhale to lift. Amazing. Drop the right foot down. Give your legs a bit of a shake. And now we're going to go into a classic balancing pose in yoga, which you've probably done a million times before. Even as a kid, I always used to do this, and it's our tree pose. Okay, so setting up for our tree pose. The first thing we want to do is pick a gaze, pick a spot in front of us that's really still, that we're going to stare at through the whole of our tree pose movements. You want to pick something that's slightly ahead of you and not moving. Then we're going to bend into the right knee and turn our right knee out so your heel is lifted. Then start to guide your heel towards your ankle. Hands are out by your sides to start with. Now this is a tree pose. This is our first progression of a tree. And you can absolutely stay here. If this is difficult enough for you, just staying in this. If not, we have a second option, which is to take our foot up to our calf, holding here. Third option is to grab a hold of our foot and place it inside our thigh. Now, I don't want any of you to be having any part of your foot on your knee joint, because we can press a lot into the side of our knee and it's really, really not ideal and not good for your knee joint. So, staying in your tree pose, whichever option you took. And then as you inhale, you can take hands to heart center. If you'd like a little more, you can grow your tree out tool, float the hands, fingers are active, so we're not flopping like this. Strong fingers, energy coming all the way up from the ground, up the body, traveling all the way up into those fingertips. Trying to press your right knee out, keeping hips facing forwards. Taking one more breath wherever you are. And then gently, gently trying to release your foot away from your thigh or your calf or your ankle and stepping down. Hands float down. We'll come to the other side. So weight into your right foot now. Left knee pops out. We're going to turn it out so our heel is on our ankle. And then from here, you can make any progression that you'd like. Calf or thigh. No foot on the knee. And then as you breathe in, take hands to heart center. Make sure you're still staring at that spot. And if you'd like, you can float your tree up tall. And when you're ready, slowly releasing, hands to heart center, foot comes away from your leg and drop it down. Really nice. Coming to the top of your mat if you're not already, we're going to inhale, reach our hands up overhead, come up really high onto our tiptoes. And as we exhale, we're going to come all the way down, staying high on the tiptoes into a little squat. Heels are still lifted, tiptoes on the floor, holding here, breathe. Holding for one more breath. And then using your hands to really, really gently lower yourself all the way down to sitting, feet out in front. We're going to reach our hands underneath our knees, lift our chest out tall, and then lift our feet away from the floor for our boat pose. So this is also a balance. It requires a lot of core strength, but we're literally balancing on the top of our sitting bones, hands by your side, breathing. 2 more breaths. Last breath in. And as you breathe out, lower your feet, lower yourself all the way down onto your back. Take a big reach up overhead. And as you exhale, let your hands come down by your sides, legs out long, giving everything a bit of a shake. And then once you find your stillness, just closing off your eyes, taking that mini shavasana, that mini break of stillness, of meditation, of complete surrender of the body into the earth, into the universe. And then gently, gently wiggling fingers, wiggling toes. Taking arms up overhead, take a stretch out long. And then gently rolling through one side to lift you up to your comfortable seat, whether that's a cross leg or feet out in front. Sweeping hands up overhead, palms together to touch, keeping your eyes closed. We're going to press our thumbs into the space in between our eyebrows. And as we do so, take a moment to thank ourselves for practicing, for strengthening our mind-body connection, and for making this huge commitment to starting our yoga journey, making it all the way to day 8. We've got last 2 days of consolidating, so you've done an amazing job to make it this far. You're going to take hands down to heart center, gently bow into the head, bow the chest. The light in me honors the light in all of you. Namaste. Thank you so much, guys, for coming to practice with me in day 8 of this Blessed Beginners Challenge. It's been incredible. I'm literally loving it. So thank you, thank you. Please remember to tag me, hashtag Blessed Beginners, so I can see your progress and everything that's been going on. The last 2 days are coming up soon. They're going to be days of consolidating and putting everything together. So I hope to see you there very, very soon. Mwah.